another episode of the virtual Turkish Gastronomy Series. I'm Gamze Cakmak, a member of American Turkish Association of Washington, D.C. and current Secretary of Board of Directors. ATADC is a non-profit, all-volunteer organization founded in 1965 to promote Turkish culture in the U.S. and build friendship between Turkish and American people through educational, social, and cultural activities. As some of you may know, Turkish cuisine is one of the most appetizing and rich cuisines of the world. Turkish art of cooking has a long and deep-rooted past, and our cuisine varies tremendously across the country. And we Turkish people are known to be quite passionate about food. For that reason, we are very excited and proud to initiate this virtual Turkish Gastronomy Series, which is an educational culinary diplomacy campaign along with our many other events. With this virtual series, and of course with the help of our local restaurant chefs here in the DC area, we want to showcase the amazing Turkish cuisine and even share some recipes for those who have interest in different cuisines, cultures, and especially in fine Turkish food and dining. With that said, let me introduce you to our guests today. Mrs. Felicia Ruffino, Marketing and Events Manager of Ottoman Taverna, and Mr. Mustafa Essizoglu, Executive Chef of the Ottoman Taverna. Hello there. Merhaba.
Hello.
Hi.
Merhabalar.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Before we start our conversation, I want to give a brief information about Ottoman Taverna. The owner of the Ottoman Taverna is the mega restaurateur Hakan Ilhan. He opened up multiple restaurants of different cuisines, such as Italian and French, before Ottoman Taverna. And finally, in 2017, he decided to open up a Turkish restaurant in DC. And from day one, it became a favorite dining place for many people in the area, even for some celebrities. Now let's turn back to our guests and learn some more about Ottoman Taverna. Felicia, let's start with you. You are the marketing and events manager of Ottoman Taverna. Would you tell us a little about yourself and your job?
Sure. I am the marketing events manager here at Ottoman Taverna. So I work largely on working with clients to come in and enjoy a meal with us, whether that is for an event in one of our private rooms or just getting people in here on a regular day of the week to enjoy the Turkish cuisine. I work a lot with our chef teams to make sure that we bring guests a great dining experience. And we just work together to make sure that the people of Washington, D.C. have an authentic Turkish experience.
Your boss owns multiple restaurants and you are dealing with multiple restaurants. I believe Ottoman Taverna is the only Turkish restaurant he currently owns, right?
Yes. He only owns Ottoman Taverna right now, but he's planning to open another Mediterranean Turkish restaurant in the future. So we can look forward to that soon.
Wow, that's a great news. Is there a competition between restaurants? What can you say when you compare them with each other?
Sure. So Ottoman Taverna is unique because since we've opened, we've been awarded the Michelin Bib Gourmand status. That means that we've been recognized for our dining experience as well as our food. That really brings us joy and a lot of accolades with that.
When I first entered the Ottoman Taverna, I immediately realized it was not your typical Turkish restaurant. The choice of the name, colors, design, multiple separate dining areas. Could you please tell us about these choices? And also, who are your customers? Do you serve to businesses? If so, how many people and groups can you accommodate?
Sure. So the goal of Ottoman Taverna was to be a place where people that felt comfortable dining and enjoying the Turkish cuisine. We have 3 different private rooms in the space. The smallest private room seats 30 guests, and the largest area can seat 120 guests. So there's a lot of flexibility for different event sizes. Our owner was very passionate about people coming together to share a meal over his heritage, and he really wanted to show Washington, D.C. what Turkish food really was about. Our primary guests here alternate between Turkish citizens around the Washington, D.C. area, and then our neighbors and businesses that are in this Mount Vernon Triangle area. We try to really bridge the gap between all of these different kinds of people through a fun and welcoming dining experience.
Great. Thank you, Felicia.
Welcome.
Now I believe it's time to talk about food. Mustafa, first let us hear your story. What is your background? How did you find yourself in Ottoman Taverna?
Okay, I'm born and raised in Istanbul, Turkey. I started this culinary life back in high school, 2011. Then I realized how much I love this industry. I mean, cooking at home, cooking for someone, cooking for people, and see them laughing when they eat your food makes me so happy. Then I choose to go to make a master about this culinary life. After college, I went to the university about gastronomy and culinary life. I studied 4+1 year about gastronomy from like all over the world. We learned new techniques, new food styles, cooking styles. Then I decided to improve myself in America. I came here with J1 visa first. Then I worked in a different hotel for 1 year. After 1 day, we came here with our friends for dinner. So once we were eating our dinners, I wanted to meet with chef. I talked with him. He explained me about his kitchen and his ideas about this restaurant. So he really affected me about to work in this place. I applied and I talked with him. So we started to work here together back in 1st March of 2018.
Great. Could you please also tell about your menu, what kind of food you serve, and how do you choose the items in the menu?
Okay, so mainly our dishes like based on kebabs, like Ottoman Empire. Right now, the foods we eat coming from the back. Once we have the Ottoman Empire, they conquered many minorities. So they allowed those minorities to cook their food, to practice their culture, and they live in peace with Ottoman Empire. So Ottoman Empire were allowed to find new techniques, new cooking style, new chefs, even chefs. They brought them to Istanbul, and they improved their cuisine life. So right now, our menu, you can see lots of things coming from Ottoman. Actually, you can see from all over the world, many things coming from Ottoman Empire, such as dolma and saute things. The base on those foods, the first coming from Ottoman Taverna. And right now, we are trying to use those foods with original style in our restaurant, with original recipes.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
You also have a large list of drinks, a variety of wines, special cocktails. Would you tell us more what kind of beverages you serve?
Of course, we do have like actually many cocktails coming from all over the Turkey, such as we have Bodrum Bodrum. As we know, in Bodrum, mandarins are so famous. So why we give this name to Bodrum Bodrum? We made a cocktail with mandarin, and we wanted to feel when people drink that cocktails, they want to feel like I am drinking this cocktail in Bodrum. And we do have one our most special cocktails named Hürrem Sultan. We are making that cocktail with vanilla infused vodka, and we are mixing it with Turkish coffee. It's perfect for after food, and it's kind of like digestive. So it makes you more relaxed after you eat food, and like it's burn your calories, because Turkish coffee helps you to burn your calories. And I mean, like we make this cocktail, we wanted to serve it in a special way to feel people more comfortable and to know about our liquors, cocktails, and everything. For example, we have Aphrodite spritz. Aphrodite's, yeah, like how we do that, we are putting different colors from orange, rose, and apparel, and it makes like harmony of the colors. When you drink cocktail, it's not like just cocktails, and it shows in a different way than other cocktails.
Oh my God, those sounds amazing. I can try
Thank you.
Restaurant or Aphrodite. Amazing. Okay, Felicia, I have a question for you. We are all going through a difficult and unpredictable time. How are you affected as a restaurant? How do you plan to cope with this pandemic and these unfortunate developments?
COVID has really affected our business model, but it has also made us stronger as a restaurant. We've been able to kind of shift our focus so that tables are 6 feet apart. Servers and all staff members are wearing masks and gloves to help with safety measures. We have an expanded patio with tables that are 6 feet apart to allow for guests to eat outside and feel very comfortable. Our business is no longer about events at this time, but it's about making sure every day feels like a special event for our guests when they're dining at Ottoman Taverna. We really are just so grateful to be able to open our doors and do what we love, which is serving people food.
Okay, thank you. And as a restaurant, what are your future plans regarding the business?
Our future plans, as she said, we are in Michelin Guide list and Diplomant list. So we want to be the first Turkish restaurant with Michelin star. That's our biggest goal, and we are keeping to work in that way. And we believe that we're gonna get that star soon. Yeah.
Great.
And also, I'm sorry, and also we want to serve that historical foods in a modern way.
Yes.
Yeah, so people can have an idea about baking history, about the culture of Turkish kitchen, and they can show in more modern way.
Sounds like a great plan. Now I believe it's time to head to the kitchen to learn about Muhammara, a perfect addition to your meze table. But before that, Felicia, Mustafa, I want to thank you again for being with us today.
Thank you for
Thank you so
having
much.
us.
Keep up the good work. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. So Muhammara is one of the most famous Turkish mezes in our kitchen culture. In our village, when people make fresh breads, they are putting the Muhammara over the bread and they used to eat like that. You can see Muhammara in Egan side, in eastern side, I mean in all over the areas in Turkey. So Muhammara is a kind of meze also goes good with rakı. So people, when they drink something, you can see Muhammara and Haydari all the time in their tables. So we're gonna make Muhammara and I'm gonna explain how to make it to you. So we have a whole walnut here, but we have to chop it until it becomes like that. Same thing for feta cheese. We have here like 200 grams feta cheese. We have to shred it to becomes like that. So here we have 2 cups of pepper paste, the most important ingredients for Muhammara. And here we have half cup of tomato paste. Here we have 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon garlic paste, half cup of pomegranate molasses. Here we have a couple bunch of chopped parsley, paprika, and black pepper. So we're gonna mix everything in a bowl together, and we will mix it until it becomes a whole piece. Let's start it. How about the cheese? Alright. pepper paste. One cup of extra virgin olive oil. One cup of parsley. 1 tablespoon garlic paste. And half cup of homemade molasses. 1 tablespoon paprika powder. And 1 tablespoon black pepper. Okay, let's start it.
Yummy! One of my favorite childhood mezes. I remember my mom making it for her afternoon tea parties. She used to serve it with warm, freshly baked bread. And here comes the end of the program. I hope you all enjoyed the interview and got excited to visit the Ottoman Taverna or at least try making Muhammara. Please do not forget to like the video or leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. And consider making a donation. We rely on your continuous support and donations later. To become a member and support our organization, please visit ATADC.org, where you may also view our past events, learn about upcoming events, our organization, and membership benefits. Until next week, with a new chef, restaurant, and a recipe. Bye! Hoşça kalın.